Alright, welcome back, Decepticons. We're going to cover a few topics today. The first topic being how to identify the fakes, how to identify the real Jesus, and I am ready to talk about this project I've been working on. Still not done, but I can talk about it. So there are 3 tests for how to spot a fake. 1, forgiveness. 2, honors Jesus. And 3, righteousness. So the test of forgiveness is simple. Jesus said those who do not forgive will not be forgiven. And almost any sin can be forgiven. There is only one exception. And you will know you've spotted a fake when you meet somebody who might even know the Bible to an expert level, but has no forgiveness within them. The second test is even simpler. Jesus said those who deny him on earth, he will deny them in heaven. And you will know you've identified a fake when they claim they have earned their entry into heaven because they do everything else except say that Jesus is their Lord and Savior. The last test is the test of righteousness. Do they follow the 1,050 commandments from Jesus in the New Testament? Are they ashamed of Jesus? Maybe they're lukewarm. Do they constantly quote James 2 and prove their worth and how they earned their entry into heaven? That's not in the gospel. And do they want others to be follow their example when Jesus is supposed to be the example? That's not in the Bible. A follower doesn't boast. They obey the Lord. So what do you do when you spot a fake? 3 simple steps. In fact, it's the same list but backwards. 1, you let their own words be their judgment. You hold them accountable. 2, you lead them back to Jesus. And 3, you forgive them. So in the New Testament, Jesus has used many different forms of transportation. The 2 we're going to focus on are the cloud and the white horse, because those are the ones he's going to use in the future. So for travel, Jesus can also fly, teleport, walk through walls, and walk on water. In fact, he can also teleport a boat with 12 people in it. Why he needs a horse? I don't know, but that's what's written in the Bible. So 3 things that will also happen when Jesus returns is there will be a trumpet, a shouting archangel, and the Mount of Olives will be split into a valley that people can walk through. So I started working on this Bible-inspired artwork ever since the last Rapture prediction, driven by the questions, why is the Bible so hard to read? Why do we keep getting it wrong? Here's where I'm at so far, and I'll keep updating it after I get some feedback if it's helpful. The Book of Daniel says the first event in the apocalypse is the abomination of desolation. When the abomination occurs, there will be only 1,335 days remaining, roughly 3 years and 8 months. The only way I could make sense of this was to separate the Book of Revelation into 3 timelines, represented by a white, blue, and red timeline. This leads me to the most important question, besides when is the final hour, but who is the Antichrist? Alright, Decepticons, if you don't want to listen to me, listen to Megatron. He said no more false prophets and never be deceived.